there, welcome or welcome back to Beauty Bees. I'm Iris. Today we are going through everything that I purchased in November, as well as a couple of things that I purchased in December because they got here really fast. So I bought quite a bit this month. I was planning on it. It was Black Friday. I have one order that is not here yet, so I will, though that is included in my monthly total spending, it is not included in this video because I can't time travel. So let's start with Bath & Body Works. I filmed a Bath & Body Works haul video about 2 weeks ago, I think, and that is up on my channel if you are interested in checking it out. Like I said in that video, there are some gifts that I purchased and I included in that haul. So I'm not going to go over what I actually purchased from Bath & Body Works, but know that there are a few miniature body mists. I purchased some dry shampoo as well as a couple of hand sanitizers for myself that I will be keeping. Those are the items that count towards my beauty budget. I also purchased 2 candles. I've started burning them. They are really nice and they look really cute out with my Christmas stuff, but those are not included in my beauty budget because they're not beauty products. So that's all we're going to cover for Bath & Body Works today. Let's go through my other purchases. The first purchase that I made in the month of November was from Sleek Nail. And this was a pretty big order. I decided on a day that they had a reduced free shipping threshold, just go through the sale page and picked what I wanted. So I got 8, I know how to count, polishes from them. The first 2 that we're going to talk about are from Morgan Taylor. This is a brand that I see a lot about online, but had never actually tried before, and I'm not really sure why. They're very widely available. I see them occasionally at TJ Maxx. I've just never gone for it. So I purchased 2 polishes. The first is Time to Shine, which is like a gunmetal full coverage glitter. The other is a very similar formula, but in a sort of fuchsia pink shade. This is J'adore My Mani. I have worn J'adore My Mani. I found that this chipped really fast on me, but I know that I didn't really give it a very fair shake on that because I decided the day after I applied this to scrub my floor hands and knees. So I was really rough on my hands. We will try this again at some point and hopefully it will last a little bit longer. It is a beautiful, beautiful color. I love these like fuchsia or magenta shades. I find that they look really flattering on my hands and they just make me feel really cute. And I thought this one looked just super glamorous, very New Year's Eve, later winter vibes with this one. There was definitely a jewel tone theme running through my Sleek Nail purchases. Next we have 2 Zoya polishes. First is Dream, which is this blue hollow. It is just stunning. It's like a cobalt blue shade. Gorgeous. I've actually worn both of these and loved them both. The other is Zuza, which is a turquoise base with quite a bit of silver shimmer running through. I think there's also a little bit of like a gold or green shimmer in there too. Both really pretty. Especially loved this blue. I thought it was just stunning and it lasted so well on my nails. I was very impressed. I wore that for almost a whole week. 2 from KB Shimmer. I wasn't really trying to purchase 2 from every brand, and I guess I didn't for the last 2, but for these 3 brands I did. I have worn Sip Back and Relax already. This is like a very fall kind of deeper burgundy hollow shade, but it is more of a scattered hollow. It's a pretty shade. It's a little bit different than anything else that I own. I do have shades that are this level of depth. I know that I have one from Zoya, though that has a little bit of like a multi-chrome or duochrome finish to it. This is definitely holographic. They're quite a different effect on the nails. And then this really pretty sort of raisin purple shade is what I've been thinking of it as. And this is called Lady and the Vamp. And this has a ton of hollow glitter in it. I think this is going to be so fun on the nails. I haven't had a chance to wear this one yet, but it's gorgeous. And then I have this Color Club polish that is a little bit more mauve or rosy than I really thought it was going to be. I thought this was going to have a little bit more peach to it. This shade is called Make a Move. And it has, I can't quite tell if this is reflective glitter or if it is just a very sparkly pink glitter in it. But it's pretty. I'm interested in trying this one out. And then finally, we have an Orly Breathable polish. I don't think I've ever used anything from the Orly Breathable line. I've used Orly's standard line several times, but not this one. This is called Don't Sweet It, and it is purple. I love it. I'm wearing it on my toes right now. I love this kind of purple for the toes especially, but also on the fingers in spring and summer. I just feel like it's really cute. It's a really happy color. Like, I can't be sad and look at something this shade of purple. I just can't do it. I'm not physically capable. So I've already worn this. I really like it. And I think I will continue to get a lot of good use out of it going forward. So that is everything that I got from Sleek Nail. Let's move now to Ulta. I think that is actually the next purchase I made. Also, it's the source of the only other nail polish I purchased this month. This is the Sally Hansen Insta-Dry Galactic polish in Nebula. And I have not worn this one yet, but I think this is pretty promising. It is, oh, how would I even describe this? It looks like a blue base with some purple shift to it, and then there is quite a bit of silver shimmer in there as well. This is pretty sheer, or at least it looked like it was going to be pretty sheer when I was playing around with it earlier. I'm excited to wear it. I feel like I'm gonna like this. One of my favorite polishes from Sally Hansen was Cosmic Blue, which I think was a pretty similar idea to this, except it was more of a sky blue, whereas this is definitely more blurple. So I think I'm going to love this polish, and I just like the Sally Hansen Insta-Dries in general. I feel like one of them creeps into almost every one of these updates because I just can't resist them. They're too cute. This Ulta purchase took place somewhere in the fugue state that I entered between Black Friday and Cyber Monday, and I got 3 lip products. These were all marked down to $12 each. So one of them, let's start with this, I'm wearing today. This is from Bare Minerals, and it is one of their, I can never remember what these are called. They're lip gloss balms. This is in the shade Heart. This is actually very close to my natural lip color. I feel like it doesn't add a huge amount of color, it just turns my lips a hint more pink and gives a nice glossy shine to the lips. And I really like these. I have 2 of them. I've used up a third. These are beautiful. This color is super wearable for me. I wouldn't be surprised if I finish this in the next year, honestly. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Love it. It's exactly the same formula as the other ones that I've had and really enjoyed. A product that I've been eyeing for a really long time but felt was never going to be worth the money to me was the Too Faced Hangover X Pillow Balm. I got mine in the banana scent. This is Banana Kiss, and I really do like it. This smells like Banana Laffy Taffy, which is probably my single favorite scent in the world. And it has just a really nice staying power. When I put this on my lips before bed, I can feel it on my lips still when I wake up. That's great. I could just sit here and sniff this, honestly. It's so good. Yeah, really happy with this one. So 2 big hits, one that I haven't actually tried yet except for swatching it on my hand. So the third product is from NARS. This is one of their soft matte tinted lip balms in Unrestricted. This is one of the lighter shades that they had. I believe this is like their second lightest, their lightest, more cool toned one. There it is swatched out. I still have some swatches from a previous video. It is a nice shade. I don't think this is going to be a shade that I struggle to wear. It seems interesting. I don't know if it's gonna be that moisturizing. Like, I'm feeling it on my hand now and it doesn't feel moisturizing, but I also don't associate matte with moisture at all. So I'll be interested to test this one out and see what I think of it. I just haven't had a chance yet. I've had too much makeup coming in. I made a purchase from ColourPop. I hadn't purchased from ColourPop. I was looking at the thing in 2 years, maybe even a little bit more. And I don't think I purchased anything that was particularly new to the site. They were running different deals over this past week or two, and the day that I decided to put in my order, they had the $5 9-pan palettes as well as some $2 eyeliners. So I purchased 2 palettes, quite a few liners, and we're going to start with the things that didn't fit into either of those categories. So I purchased one of their skincare pieces. This was on sale, and it's their Later Hater Spot Treatment. Now, my skin is actually looking pretty good today. I had been dealing with quite a few breakouts, though. I had a big one, still kind of have a big one right here that was just there for like 3 weeks straight, and wasn't really responding to anything. I think I was taking a biotin supplement, and I just haven't been very good about taking it the last like 3 or 4 days. I think the biotin was breaking me out because I stopped taking it, not on purpose. I just kind of forgot a few days in a row, and then it stopped being a habit. And suddenly the big old breakout that's been bugging me for the past month is fading. Suspicious. Anyway, this is a salicylic acid treatment. Yeah, salicylic acid, sulfur, and calamine. So that's going to stink. But if it works, I don't care. I just want to have clear skin. I thought that by the time I turned 30, I wasn't going to deal with breakouts anymore. And I don't know where I got that idea, because I don't think that's actually been the experience of any women that I know. But I really thought that was going to be me. Okay, other thing that I purchased from ColourPop. I purchased a lippy pencil. I have quite a few of these lippy pencils, but I have a lot in sort of the pink to purple and maybe even like an oxblood kind of shade. I don't have a true red lip liner, and I do like a red lip, so I just wanted to pick one up. This was on sale, I believe. I think these are $7 regular price. This was on clearance, so it was more like $5. This is the shade Full Speed. It does look to be a nice red, maybe a little bit, I was gonna say a little on the pinky side, but no. Swatched out, that does look like a true sort of fire engine red. So I think that'll be great. I want to wear this with NARS Dragon Girl is the red that I've really been enjoying lately. And it could benefit from a lip liner. I have quite a few eyeliners. I purchased one of the matte liners. This is the Creme Gel liner in Joyride, which is a burgundy shade. It's a pretty color. I thought this would be good for me because I have green eyes. Red and green are complementary colors. I thought it might help my eyes to pop a little bit more. Haven't tried these yet. I really just got these yesterday or the day before. There's a lot of new and untried things here, but this is one that I think I will really enjoy. I have used their Creme Gel liners. I've only made one order that included them, and it was years ago. I was like 21, and I wasn't super impressed with that at that point, but I don't know. I figure there's been 9 years. They might have made some changes to their formulations. I mean, this was so long ago that ColourPop didn't have their eyeshadow palettes yet. I think they had the lippy sticks, the liners, the Super Shocks, and eyeliners was essentially their range at that point. So I was ready to give them another shot. I also figured my preferences might have changed in the last 9 years. I also got tempted in by their multi-chrome liners. So I think they had 8 of them. I ended up purchasing 5. There were a couple that looked a little too similar, I thought, to one another. So I just picked up 5 that I felt more or less covered the full spectrum of colors that they had on offer. So this is the shade Power Trip. I haven't even swatched these yet. Ooh, pretty. That is like a deep purple base that has a little bit of a teal shift to it. It looks like a beetle color. This is Movie Star, which looks to have a peachy base. That's pretty, sort of a peach to gold. That is just different, even in base color, than the eyeliners that I have, so I think I'll get some good use on that. We have this pink one called Pixie. Which, that's interesting. In the viewfinder, it's looking like a deeper mauve pink. And in person, I'm seeing like a yellow green. That'll be fun. The purple one is called Actin' Up. That's more of a purple to yellow. I feel like I probably didn't need both the pink and the purple, but there are some subtle differences between them. And then the last one I've got is Wild Idea, which is a lime green, judging by the package. And okay, feels like it might not be in great shape, but we'll see. And this is like a green to blue, kind of through a limey yellow shade. Pretty. So those will be a lot of fun to play around with. I thought I've been going for a lot more neutral eyeshadow looks recently. I thought these would be really fun to pop in the waterline or use against my upper lash line and just have a little bit of something fun going on with my very neutral eyeshadow. Now, I did purchase 2 of the 9pan palettes. I have always kind of wanted It's My Pleasure, and I still kind of want It's My Pleasure because mine came busted. So I've emailed ColourPop. I'm not going to touch this one because If they choose to send me a replacement, I'll probably end up giving this one to a friend or to my sister. If they choose to refund me instead, I will just keep this one and be a little bit sad that I don't have the shade Bare Minimum. And you know what? Earthshine just popped out of its little container too, so that's unfortunate. I guess I've touched it now, but I'll just let them know that that is what happened. It was really cold, so I wonder if that is what caused some of the damage that I found, because I also had a shade pop out of Or Kid You Not, which is gorgeous. This is like a burgundy violet palette, or burgundy toned violet is how I'm going to put it. I thought this was just so vampy and sultry pretty, but it has that pink that I find really makes my green eyes pop. I think this is going to be beautiful. I was so interested in this shade here called Pretty One, which this one I can swatch. Ooh, sort of a lilac silver. That's beautiful. Let's pick a couple others. I'm going to pick Seedling and Buddies. That one's pretty. I've been wearing a shade like that a lot from Natasha Denona lately. And Buddies has some punch to it. Okay, I'm excited to give this a go. I will probably try to film with it maybe next week and do maybe a 2 looks 1 palette, 3 looks 1 palette, something along those lines, because that's really pretty and I'm really looking forward to it. And I'll keep you posted on It's My Pleasure, what happens with that palette. Okay, I did make an order from Macy's for one item. This is a set from Clinique. It comes with the ugliest bag I have ever seen. It looks like insulation from a cooler. This is just, no, I don't like it at all. But I didn't buy it for the bag. I purchased it for the items inside, of which there were 3. So this was quite an expensive set originally. This was $52, which is pretty close in price to this item. This is the Moisture Surge 100-hour auto-replenishing hydrator. I love this stuff. I have waxed rhapsodical about it on many an occasion on my channel. I finished, I believe, 2 full sizes and 3 or 4 minis. It's a great moisturizer. It's lightweight in feel, but it really does pack a moisture punch. I find that it wears beautifully under makeup. I can use this in the morning, I can use it in the evening. I will probably end up using this, I'll probably end up using it both times, but probably more in the morning because I feel like it's easier to find something that gives a lot of moisture but maybe doesn't wear well under makeup and is a little thicker on the skin, fine at night. But I'd rather, if I'm going to spend a little bit more money on this Clinique product, use that in the morning when my skin can still use some hydration, but I really do need things to wear well under makeup. So very happy to have this back in my life. It's been a few months and I missed it. The product also, or the set also came with 2 minis. We have a little gloss that this is their creamy lip gloss, which looks like the cheapest little drugstore no-name sample I've ever seen. And the All About Eyes, which is the matching eye cream to this moisturizer. I don't know that I've ever used this before. I'm honestly not great about using eye cream, so we'll see if I end up using it. But the set itself was, I think I said $52 or $53 originally. It went on sale for 50% off at Black Friday, and I had a $25 gift card to Macy's. I've tried filming this 3 times, and I've said Clinique each time. I'm very happy to have the Clinique Moisture Surge back in my life, and I'm really glad that I got it at a good discount too, because it can be kind of expensive. Okay, that brings us to the product that I purchased in December and just came really fast. I think that e.l.f.'s shipping is just out of this world. I often get things 2 days after I order them, just with standard free shipping, and I think that's amazing. I imagine a good chunk of that is just that e.l.f.'s warehouse is in the Midwest. I'm in the Midwest, not in the same state, but close enough that it probably decreases shipping time quite a bit. But I've just been really impressed with that. I only got 3 items. First, I got the Lash Beats mascara. I bought 2 of these because it was on sale, and I just opened my last mascara that I had in backlog. I've never tried this before, so hopefully I like it, but I have some hope for this because I've heard pretty good things about e.l.f. mascaras the last like 2 or 3 years. It seems like they have stepped up their game in as far as mascaras go. Additionally, the picture of this brush looked like what I have been really enjoying lately. This is a very similar looking style of brush to the Tarte Tartelette tubing mascara that I just finished using and quite enjoyed. I've also been using the Hourglass mascara just the last week or so and quite enjoying that. It has a very similar brush as well. So I hope this works out for me because I am now committed to maybe 6 months of using this mascara. I guess I'm not that committed, but I'd feel a little disappointed if I didn't get to 6 months of using that mascara. And then the last item that I've actually received is from, again, e.l.f. This is their Finest Fleck Glitter Eyeshadow in Champagne Showers. I have a friend who has Midnight Cowboy from Urban Decay, and it is gorgeous on her. It just looks like this wet shine on the lid, and I think it's beautiful. I'm not interested in purchasing that shade because I have an ungodly number of eyeshadows, but I did want that kind of effect, so I was interested to see what these e.l.f. ones end up looking like. They are meant to be eyeshadow toppers, so they do have a pretty sheer base, though that one is looking awfully like peachy on me. But it does have a pretty shine to it. We'll see. I don't know. I think it has some promise. I'm really interested to give that one a go. As far as products that I have not yet received, I have an order coming from ILNP. It's quite a large order. I believe I purchased 10 polishes during their Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale, and those will be either in my December haul video, or I might choose to do just an ILNP video. I want to do some little brand reviews on some nail polish brands, specifically more indie or boutique brands. So keep an eye out for those in whichever form those come. So let's get to the budget portion of this beauty budget video. I went a hair over budget this month. I intended to spend $170. I ended up spending $186 out of pocket. I'm not terribly upset with that. I'd kind of mentally adjusted to $192 as my budget after I received my Rakuten check. I never remember that check is coming, and this one happened to be like $22, which was pretty exciting. Need to spend a little bit less in December. I think that I want to keep it around $60 in the month of December. we're already a week in as I'm filming this. I think it's the 7th or the 8th. I think the 7th, but I'm not 100% sure. And the only purchase that I've made so far was the little order from e.l.f. of the eyeshadow and the 2 mascaras. And honestly, I used a coupon on that and it ended up being like $5 or $6. I don't need anything in particular that I can think of, but I know I will get lured in by some sales towards the end of the month, especially, you know, if you have any little Christmas gifts of cash or gift cards that come in. It's very hard for me to not splash out during those after Christmas sales, but I will try to be good. Okay. So I think that about wraps things up. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Hope everyone had a nice Thanksgiving if you're in the US, and just a nice last couple of weeks if you're not. So thanks again. I hope I'll see you in the next video. Bye y'all.